You're a historian. Your job is to learn about the past and learn about the failures of the past. I know all this. I say it anyway. I say it for the lols, innit? Not for the lols, because she was apologetic.
Quoting.
However, she was quoting and she was apologetic. However, you know it's not going to go well. You just know.
And welcome to CTMC's Girls Who Chat About podcast. I'm Zed.
And I'm Ali. We are two women of colour who tell stories.
We also talk about current events and issues facing people in today's society. Enjoy this episode. Hello and welcome to episode 2 of series 3 of CTMC's Girls Who Chat About podcast. I'm Zed.
I'm Ali.
And we've just had a good kind of social but not social outing, shall we say?
Socially safe outing.
Yes.
And responsible outing.
London is currently in tier 2. So can't be mixing of households, but
give it next week being tier 95 and then we'll see what happens in it.
Do you know what I mean? So Ali, like, what are we just talking about right now?
We're talking about relationships and dating and
I'm driving, by the way, so sorry for the sound.
No, but it's real though.
It's real.
And cheating, and it's just so. I'm not sure who's the guy who's the one I say.
Oh, Sideman. If you follow Sideman, he used to be a BBC radio presenter, but
he left
he stepped
after
down.
The N-word controversy.
Oh yes, and you know what?
BBC said N-word twice. They kept quiet twice.
No apology, and you know I rate him for stepping down.
Just for him, innit?
That was such a good position.
Yeah,
to have.
and it's like you can say it's quotes. However. There more could have been done.
More sensitivity.
More could have been done.
All of that.
Not in this 2020 pandemic BLM. You can't be just throwing the N-word around.
This is the thing. Like, given the context or not, like, yeah, like some, you know, when you just think so many of these like shows or books or whatever get. You know, even advertising campaigns get flagged and okayed by so many people. There must have been someone that was like, maybe not now.
That's the thing as well. And like, so with the second incident, it was a historian who was saying it. You're a historian. Your job is to learn about the past and learn about the failures of the past. I know all this. I say it anyway. I say it for the lols, innit? Not for the lols, because she was apologetic.
Quoting.
However, she was quoting and she was apologetic. However, you know it's not going to go well. You
because
just
obviously
know.
I think it was a repeat of a show, wasn't it? It wasn't the original.
So, the first case was of a attack, a burglary.
Okay.
The second one was historical. So I think it was looking into Lincoln, the Emancipation Proclamation.
All of that.
So I can't pronounce it properly, but
Proclamation.
Yeah. So it was. I just.
But you know, we were talking about Sideman. We were talking about how he's released like 2 episodes talking about cheating. And what I like about Sideman is the fact that he can just say things very honestly. And I like the way he's able to just explain it. So he did a 2-part, kind of 2 reels on Instagram about cheating. The first one was about how, you know, what was the first one about? You said it to me.
It was about not the logistics of it, but like why it might be the case, and however, and the person who the partner who has been cheated on them, not their mannerisms, but how they respond to it, and how also as well, like if you cheat, i.e. do a bad thing, doesn't make you a bad person. And it's just like,
and that's quite an interesting debate, because there is the phrase once a cheater always a cheater, and I think about myself like once someone's crossed the line, I find it very hard to unsee it.
It is. You cross that boundary with me as a person, not even like crossing a line. You can be my friend, but if you fuck me over as a friend, you are done as my friend. I won't go back to you. Even
if something small as like I've told you a piece of information and you've used it against me, that hurts. That shit hurts, and that feels like betrayal. That feels like, oh, I trusted you and you've betrayed it. So imagine a romantic relationship where, and I remember now, he admitted that in a romantic relationship we have way higher expectations of someone that we're friends with or someone in our family. Like something about a romantic relationship with a person that we see ourselves spending our lives with, we do put them on a pedestal.
To be fair, I do agree with that. I do agree. I expect more from a boyfriend or girlfriend or in
whatever friend.
I do expect that. However, in a platonic relationship, I don't expect the most, because it's like, well, I'm not giving the most platonically, so why should I expect it for somebody else?
It's a different expectation. There's a different kind of set of rules.
Yeah.
But when it comes to that life partner, okay, yeah, you're my ride or die. You're my best friend as well. Oh, you're also my therapist. You're also my emotional support. You're also the person that satiates my needs.
I'm the therapist. I'm thinking, oh yeah, damn, that's crazy. How
does that make you feel?
Damn, that's crazy.
Damn, that's crazy.
She be bugging. You told her once.
I am dead. What's wrong? She be bugging.
She be bugging. She crazy. You told her already.
But it's true though. Like we do have all these expectations of a romantic partner, and then in this part too, I really kind of got what he was saying about the fact that what was he saying? You know when you just forget mid-sentence, bro. These cold nights affect my brain.
It is, and all this pandemic affects my brain.
Oh, the whole pandemic. But he was saying like, oh, okay, yeah, can you separate the act from the person? Like, you could be people are worthy of being forgiven, but at the same time, it is that whole thing. He compared it to a product, didn't he? He said, oh yeah, or a contract, like, I came into this contract of certain expectations. I've been involved in this contract for a couple of years, and then now something's gone outside of those terms and conditions. This is not what I paid for. This is not the time I put in.
And it's hard to... for me personally, I would struggle to forgive because, like, I've put all my trust and reliance in you, and you've gone and ruined that. Could be one night, could be 6 months, could be a year. But I know myself as a person. I mean, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I would never cheat, because you don't know yourself. No. You don't know your future. However, right now I can confidently say I would not cheat on my partner. So for me to know that you've done that to me, knowing that basically if you knew that I would find out, it would crush me. You know that you're risking me to go through that pain.
Exactly, and if that's something that you're willing to bargain with, is that someone I'm willing to
Exactly. So are you actually a good person? Are you a good person? Knowing that if your partner found out you had been unfaithful, it would break them, it would crush them, their self-esteem would be dropped, they'd be upset, they'd be sad, they'd be angry.
The ability to destroy someone.
Do you know what I mean?
Bruh.
So, are you that good a person? No, it's But it's...
I'm dead.
But it's just like, I could not put someone through that, because I'm too much of an empath, so I feel pain more than not more than others, but like if someone
that's what you're highly sensitive to.
So if I know because if I was cheated on, it'd be too much.
It'll fuck me up.
So how can I put someone else through that? I just couldn't.
Yeah, that's true actually.
So it's just
but then
eyebrows are raised
to the roof.
The roof to the roots.
To the what?
To the roots of the hairline.
Oh, okay.
The hairline.
I thought you meant like ancestry wise.
I mean,
like the ancestors felt
I'm looking more at the roots where your hair grows.
Like drive a bit and then come back.
Driving. Swerving.
Yeah, that's the song. Not what kind of budget remix. You're not 6'9", you're 6'7", 6'7", 8'9".
6.7.
6.7.
So it's the same shit.
67.
The same person.
Oh
just with the decimal point.
Oh my god. The decimal point. What's that proving?
I am 69, but with the 10 removed.
For God's sake.
Swerving.
I hate you.
Let's drive around town.
Yeah. You know what? Driving is very therapeutic.
It is. Even sitting in the car is therapeutic.
It's not petrol wise, but it's alright. Top up.
I don't feel bad.
You don't
money,
feel bad?
I'll help with money.
It's fine. You support me many times.
I'm looking at his hair crush gummies.
Bosses have the funniest adverts, you know.
Do you know what I mean? But it's abysmal.
What? Your English has regressed.
It's regressing, so I'll be just doing grunts at the end of the... It is 2020, without this guy, I'll be grunting at the end of it.
Cheating. So we did polls on Instagram. And it was quite interesting, half of the questions. I'll get them up on your phone, Alex. I don't want to misquote statistics because it's on my stories.
But where is it in the story?
So you go to polls 2, Lord have mercy. If you go on our Instagram, guys, at CTMC brand, on our highlights we have polls and we have hashtag. Is it hashtag? Or it says polls 2 in it. Like, it's the most recent ones, and there we have the statistics of our recent questions about. It was about cheating or fidelity on relationships, wasn't it? So, and I think it was about open relationships. Oh my god.
That's your fault.
Oh, because I added the music. Yes, I like to add music. Okay, I deliver for the fans, or or like 16 Spotify followers. Thank you guys. Thank you. But the question's coming up.
Oh, I'm gonna put them.
Lord have mercy. What kind of demon?
Open relationship.
Do you think an open relationship is a good idea? And if you go back, it said, where is it? Oh god, you've gone back. I don't remember the one I read out now. Oh, go back by 3. 61% said what? Can you read it?
No, blurry.
Zoom in on your eyes.
I can't.
Oh my god.
In my eyes, Android.
Is it 61% saying they wouldn't be okay with an open relationship? That makes more sense, wouldn't it? Yes,
Would you
no.
forgive being cheated on if your partner was honest about it? 81 is fuck no.
Well,
19 is depends.
So that was only like 2-3 people, I think.
Yeah.
Out of the amount of people that did the poll, which is interesting, isn't it? Very interesting.
For me, it's interesting because I know myself and my mental landscape. I would struggle after. I would forgive you, but I'd be petty. I'm like, you two texting, you going out, okay, cool.
I've seen the long-term effects of someone being cheated on and them trying to forgive and trying to keep them in their life, and it was just miserable.
It's lols, not lols, but it's like, it's just like...
keep them around for the lols. But it just felt like, and they knew they deserved better. Once they eventually did and moved on, they could see so clearly. But I guess it's so hard to kind of see someone that you're romantically involved with and to suddenly see them as someone that did that to you. I guess it's hard to marry those two images together. It's one of love and one of betrayal being the same person.
Like Shakespearean. Love and
sweet
betrayal.
Sorrow, such sweet sorrow.
You cheated on me, dickhead.
So just pure sorrow.
Where's my dagger? Oh, dagger, let me die.
Oh, happy dagger.
Oh, sorry. I was close.
Your Shakespeare is a bit rough. It's
but
a bit shaky.
Am I Juliet? Am I Juliet? Who was groomed
in a 2020 version, yeah.
But I'm not going into that.
Oh, that reminds me. That actress from
Stranger Things.
No, it's the one. It's got the guy from Get Out.
I know him.
I forgot the name of the fucking film. It's like a runaway film, and it was very popular. And
Queenie and Slim.
Yeah,
Slim and
she played Anne Boleyn in something, and there's a bit of controversy.
It's not Six, the musical.
I think it's a BBC thing.
What?
I don't know.
Black Anne Boleyn? What?
I know, Black Anne Boleyn.
Because I've always imagined her black, because there was she was darker skin tone.
Oh,
dark eyes. I wouldn't say she was black, but I've always imagined her sort of just darker than
because the actress is quite dark skinned, so it's caused a bit of a stir. I've not had time to read up on it, but I think it's quite an interesting choice.
It is interesting because Anne Boleyn for me, because she was the reason Henry liked Jane Seymour, because she's a contrast to Anne Boleyn. So Jane Seymour was blonde, blue-eyed, the conventional beauty of that time, whereas Anne Boleyn was darker, dark hair, dark eyes. I'm like, okay, and Henry liked them. That's melanin.
Lots of melanin.
So I was like, okay, so that's why I've always kind of been like a
oh wait, she was beheaded, wasn't she? Oh god.
A bit of I've always stand Anne Boleyn because she was strong. She was a strong woman. Henry didn't like that because he's weak. So that's why he loved Jane Seymour, because Jane Seymour said shit. She was
quite young as well.
She was young. She got knocked up, had his baby. She died in childbirth.
Had a son, innit?
Exactly. She had a man, but he didn't care. That's why he got rid of his first wife. That's why I've always stand Anne Boleyn, because Anne Boleyn was very
headstrong. She
plotted her way to the throne. Although it was messy, but did not become queen. She became queen.
Her legacy lives on, innit?
Yeah, she wanted to be queen. She became queen. She had her goal. She got her goal.
And now she'll be played by the girl from Queen and Slim.
Yeah, good for her. Because I feel like whenever I heard that Amber Lynn was darker, I'm like, oh, was she black? I doubt she was, but I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
But you never know.
In my head, I'm like, oh, okay, but she done work.
She got some.
But then Amber Lynn had Elizabeth I, so she was ginger.
Oh, okay.
So maybe not.
But then again, you do see a couple of black people with ginger hair.
You do. This is I don't say she's black, because she's mixed race. However, she has the most gorgeous red hair, red curly hair. Like, she's stunning. She's a pole artist on Instagram, Sammy Picone. Picone is spelled Picone.
Oh.
She's incredible. Like, you're literally mesmerised.
I think you were telling me about her.
She's just stunning. I'm just like, oh, I may actually start pole dancing. But the pole won't hold my weight.
I mean, you say that, but you know Nicole Byer, the presenter from Nailed It?
Yeah.
She's a big girl. She's on a pole and she'd be doing her thing, you know.
Okay, maybe I should get a pole, but I can't afford the good poles.
It's a lot of strut. You do need upper body strength.
My arms are weak. I've got weak arms. I've got strong legs. My legs are fine. My arms are weak.
Yeah, trying to get you to do weights, I'm not gonna lie. It pisses me off, man.
It's effort. It's effort.
Life is effort.
Yeah, but the weights are effort. I don't like them. So where are you driving me to? What top boy setting is this?
I mean, I don't think I fit top boy in it. I think I just about fit another hood.
I think we do well.
I was watching Four Lions yesterday. Robert Dingy Rapids, bro. Robert Dingy, I don't know what I'm doing, bro. I was like, this is a very dark comedy.
Caveman's
over. Oh, phone jacker. Duvda. You know, when it's on a DVD, it's like, oh, Duvda. I got some Duvdas to sell. And the DVLA, it's like, oh, the Duvla. Me and my mum still say Duvla. We talk about the DVLA.
He's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, Kevin Everett.
His hair's a bit long though. It looks a bit Jesus-y for me. But, yeah.
Oh, I like her long hair though. With a nice condition.
Actually, his hair's very well conditioned though.
It'd be
the Iranian genes.
They're strong and they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous.
Yeah, he hasn't done much, has he? I miss Phone Jacker days.
He made his money. I feel it depends. I mean, I'm not sure. These bumps.
He's in stuff as a speed bump. So.
Wouldn't it be in and out of stuff? Like, it depends. If you make it big, you make enough money, you got royalties. However, I'm not sure if it's Stone Jacker.
I know this is off topic, but I remembered something just now of the statistics of why London went up to tier 2, or not even like why, but I just, you know, there's Instagram facts. So I'm just like, you know, it's not been checked in it, but it said the borough.
Hey, you right there. That actually banged my head, you know.
Oh, no.
My head.
I'm sorry.
I felt that. Damn, my head was hit.
I'm sorry.
What is your statistics?
Oh, so Lambeth has got the highest amount of people fined for not wearing a mask on TFL.
Good.
It was like,
I'm proud of Lambeth. I'm actually proud.
I think it was double figures.
I'm proud because we know.
And then 4 people on Ballum.
We know you can give us angel cream, or what's that? The oil that we use, Rob. Put some Rob. Because we know it will be, like, it's what it is. And the thing is, masks, if you get disposable ones, they're actually quite expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, for example, if your financial situation isn't that great, and you can get a mask for $5. However, it's like a mask or paying for your electricity or getting food. Like, I don't blame them. I don't. If you look at every individual case.
You're right though.
Yeah.
Individual.
I'm like too mental clinic. That's me. Mental clinic. That's me.
Okay. Clinic.
That's password. William Hill.
Stop it.
Driving home.
Do you think you could forgive cheating though, Ali?
No. I actually know what, I will get, if I loved you enough, I might give you a chance, but I'll be a bitch about it the entire time.
I'm fucking petty now.
Legit, I'll be angry. Make me dinner.
A one-off. I would forgive a one-off, but an affair would fuck me up.
You kept me dinner, I'll be like, oh, not seasoned enough. I'll be that petty.
Ask that bitch to season your food.
Legit, oh, it's not seasoned enough.
I'm not quite satisfied.
I'm hungry still. Oh.
You know who else wasn't satisfied? Your hoe ass.
Think
of the kids.
Legit.
Think of the children.
I was at home with the kids. Oh, you were there cheating. Oh, okay.
Out here on the streets.
I was out. So the guy said he liked me. He seemed more genuine than you did. That's my mindset. I'm that.
Go to the parent-teacher conference.
In the gym.
Oh, you know, Mr. Baker.
I was a parent. He was not. He was out fucking his hoe.
Oh my god.
The head tilt on whatever it is on record. That's the word.
Bro, you're like skipping a bit, aren't you? Like a little.
It's the 80s in my head.
On.
Say that you remember.
Wow.
September.
That wasn't a song from the 80s.
It was. Do you remember?
That's 70s at least.
The 21st night. It was 80s.
Baby, that was like.
I'm gonna Google it.
You fucking
the
know.
21st night.
No, because that was near Soul Train. That's definitely 70s, babe. Have you seen the video?
Yes, I know. That is
not 80s. That is not 80s. End of 70s best. Hurry up, man. Google game's slow.
No, but it's not done for my thumbs.
What the fuck are you typing with? Say that you remember.
It came out, don't matter.
Ah, tell me! Am I correct? You bitch, tell me when! Tell me how correct I am. What? 1900s? Come on. 1978. I knew it. Suck yourself, bitch. Trying to not share the information with me. I can't believe that video was 80s. Come on, if it was 80s, there'll be some leather.
Yeah, they got the levels in their hair.
You know that song? 80s was the, you know, like
21st night, September. We were all in a pandemic lockdown.
Oh my god. You know that song like
What is that song? Oh, yeah, what fucking crime is following us now?
That was an ambulance.
Oh, sorry.
Still driving around. You're not going home. You guys are listening to kidnapping because he's got the mind of it.
It's like Taken.
It's a very slow version of Taken. I see your house now, I don't.
But with less flashes for some reason, I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm not gonna find you, I'm not gonna kill you, I'm just gonna let you go.
If you know me, I will find you and I will kill you.
I'll find you and I will report you.
That's my Scottish accent. I'll report you to the police.
You sound more You sound more Brummy than Scottish.
I will report you to the police.
I will.
For taking my child.
Mate, your child ran away. If they had that if their parent had that voice, they left home willingly.
I can't deal with hanging dogs. Mum, no.
Now you just sound like from Ackley Bridge. That's Do
you remember?
Bradford.
21st night, September.
I hate you so much.
Oh my gosh. Right, but that song was lit. I hope they're getting good money now. I doubt they are. That's like 30, 40.
But royalties
40 years ago, you know, that song came out.
I didn't need that. I didn't need that. I did not need that information.
4 decades and a tooth.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I like saying things like tooths, thirfs. I've always said I'm in the wrong century. I would do well in previous centuries, bar the racism.
I was going to say, the racism is quite a big deal.
And the sexism.
Yeah, however, so those two things would have got you, what, stoned?
No, however, I'm cool.
Oh, okay. So because you're cool, you would have been safe. That's a bit disrespectful still. That's a bit disrespectful.
She's cool.
So, Uncle Tom figure. She's one of us.
She's cool.
That Aunt Jemima kind of flex.
And the pancakes were like that. Aunt Jemima weren't even real.
Symbolic for someone.
For groups. Bye.
You thought they were cool. Back to cheating.
Yeah, cheating. Would I forgive? It depends. One off, maybe. I would try to relook. That's about
review.
relationship.
Oh, fuck.
Do.
No, you can't Tokyo drift this.
I wasn't doing drifting. I was
I actually don't know what I'm doing.
It was an American Dad sequence, but I send it to you.
Oh, he's going alright. You're just hearing me reverse, guys. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back out that way. So I don't know where the fuck I am. I'm still going in reverse. That's what happens when you play Tokyo Drift to me. Start screw. Drift. I do, you know, obviously you do see it in certain situations. I mean, come on, Beyonce, Jay-Z.
How are you cheating on Beyonce? It's Beyonce.
I know her work life must have been so intense that he had time to dilly-dally, but
it's Beyonce.
And the thing is, like, she capitalized on that and was able to
get
money.
Woman had a whole damn album, visual album, looked fucking stunning in all of her tunes.
Yeah. And she forgave him. Like, they're a power couple because obviously they make more money together, innit?
No, but she don't need Jay-Z. I think she needs him.
No.
Beyonce's always been like, Jay-Z, I'm like, meh. Beyonce, I'm like, but
they're quite
Jay-Z's
religious though, aren't they? So they probably did have like...
Thou shalt not commit adultery. And I do my head swivel.
Swivel.
And I do it. That's not Christian. That's more exorcist. But
in my head I was like, I shouldn't turn all the way around.
Pea soup. However,
oh my god,
how can you? Nah, I can't. Good for her. She did it, and they're obviously still together because that came out. When did Lemonade come out? Kimmy Schmidt. Titus. I love that. How now?
16. It was 16.
So good for you because they've not obviously.
Titus and Kimmy Schmidt.
I might rewatch that when I get home.
How now?
I'm playing with me bowels. I love
If you haven't seen Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, it's such an underrated comedy.
I haven't watched the film yet. I need to watch it.
So I kind of got bored quite easy with the whole interactive bit because some of the choices I made just went back to the beginning. I was like, oh, I really can't.
Even with Black Mirror did that. Like I did
that quite a few times though.
Bandersnatch wasn't that lit in my opinion.
But the novelty was there. Whereas with the comedy, it's a bit different. Whereas Bandersnatch was very intense.
With comedy, you want it unpredictable. That's why I love Titus because like there'll be a comment and you come out of this thing and like I was expecting it. But there's a part where they're like, oh yeah, cherry lube. That's for dipping bread in. I'm like, I was not expecting dipping in bread for cherry lube.
No, that one was good. And it was also when Kimmy asked him to do something. He's like, I already did something today.
You don't expect his liners. That's what makes him so good. But they're so relatable.
Love Titus.
Dipping bread in cherry lube. Titus.
And when he's sad, he just eats out a jar of mayonnaise.
Did you? Oh god. He's gorge. I love Titus. He's gorge. I love him. Titus and Jom Jom.
What a name. I am playing with Jamaica.
I love it.
But yeah, that's again.
My head was bumped on the back of your head.
It's funny how normalised cheating is in our society. Like,
what irks me is on Instagram, everyone's making fun of cheating and just shit relationships.
Side chicks.
It's funny. I hate how everything's like funny. I don't like it.
Who would want to be the garlic bread or the spicy rice?
Garlic bread. I have Mexican rice in my bag, so don't mock me.
Okay, but it's not.
It's not my vegetable meatballs.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Little.
I am playing with your meatball.
And you got the polls.
Oh.
There must be one more poll. You can pick which one, which statistics we Oh, sorry, that sound is my indicator, guys. I'm going to turn off.
TikTok. Oh, it's about asking about cheating.
24/7. Go on.
Do you think it's possible to forgive a partner if they cheated on occasion? One occasion?
Yeah.
Majority said, I think not. 80%.
Oh.
And 20% was like, I think so.
Ah, that's quite interesting. So I think about 10-12 people voted, so that's probably what, like 2 or 3. That's interesting. And again, I think it's context, isn't it? Like, if you deeply love someone, unfortunately, even when you love someone, it is hard to think they could do any wrong. And when they do wrong, when they when they commit, something wrong, it can maybe hard to deal with. They maybe think like, oh, okay, this is a blip. Could be what side mum was saying. Like, it doesn't mean they're a bad person.
It doesn't, but it's just like, but because like it's cheating from in my head, unless you're proper like out of your way drunk. There are things for one, your partner, if they find out, they'll be upset. Hence why you hide it from your partner.
Yeah, it's not like you casually go home and be like, oh, I just did this. Do you know
what I mean? Particularly affairs. If the person you're with found out, it would sadden them, it would break their heart. So there's... I struggle with you're not a bad person, because if they were to find out, it would hurt them, but you still continue with the act anyway.
That's the thing, because if you really wanted that kind of freedom, you're either single or you need to be in an open relationship where both of you are happy with that. And in most situations, they're not.
And you could talk to your partner being like, I've been feeling this way.
You need to watch Insecure.
I did start.
You need to continue. Because there is a situation where one of the main girls, her male friend, is someone she vibes with, and you just think, oh, why have they never been romantic? But it's because he's got a long-term partner. Then he's, they start dancing and stuff, and then the girl, what's her character name? She's just like, oh, we should stop. And he's like, why? Like, my girl don't mind. She's just like, well, if I was your girl, I'd mind. And then that's when he's just like, well, we've got an understanding, she has her fun, I have my fun, like, that's what. And then the main girl is just so like upset because it's like, oh, that's not what I thought a happy marriage would have.
But do you though? Are you just saying that because you can say that to me, but I'm like, but I need to meet the girl to make sure.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
I couldn't just take your word for it. I'd have to meet her to make sure that's the case.
That's the thing. And then later on you see like she doesn't want to commit to it. Then later on she's like, oh, I'll have some fun because it's someone I vibe with. But then she gets jealous and she gets that guilt because at the end of the day, he's got a wife.
Wife, not even girlfriend, wife.
A wife. And he has to cancel last minute to help her out because the wife comes first.
That's the thing, and she'll always come first. You will never be a priority to that wife.
Yeah.
You would never be...
Exactly, you're always going to be like an add-on. Like I said, spicy rice. One on the cob.
Peri chips.
Lit though.
It's just...
Creamy mash, that sweet cocaine and creamy mash.
Half chicken. Lemon and herb.
No.
Lemon and herb.
No. Don't even get me started on the lemon and herb because I can
we ain't got time for that, boo.
Kick you out the club.
I will walk to lemon and herb.
Ain't no chicken.
They will open their legs with comfort.
That's not okay, babe. That's kind of a...
The chicken legs.
It's a bit
the chicken legs.
Inappropriate still, babe.
Chicken legs.
Oh god, we're old, Yeah, we're already tired.
I'm thinking about bed and Netflix.
Yeah, I'll actually take you home though.
Or even try. I mean, I don't mind skimming around.
I'll park up with them because we still got to finish this whole day. I think the cheating thing we definitely need to revisit.
It's complex. It is a complex situation.
Because I've not been in a situation myself to really go through it.
Me either. But Joyce, thank God.
Yeah.
Because I would struggle with being cheated on. I would struggle so hard.
I'd have to cut a bitch.
Bruh, cut a bitch. Put salt in your wound, lemon juice in your wound. You're laughing, right?
Where was salt? You went straight to lemons. Lemon and herb. If it's in your mind.
Because it will hurt. It will hurt.
Bitter flavours.
That's why I made lemon juice, because I know it will sting.
Oh my god. Yeah, you choose that to flavour your chicken. Nonsense.
No, lemon and herb.
What's the herb doing? The herb has got no power. You might as well just like literally
but do you know
dust it with a leaf. Done.
Do you know what herb it is? No,
do you?
No, but it's still...
You don't know what herb it is.
But it's the most potent herb you see in my chicken. Let me have it.
I've never stopped you eating your nonsense.
You will cut me out.
But if you ever get that coconut shit,
I will get coconut next time. Is it rum?
I don't mind you getting wings, but your main chicken should not have that flavour. I'm
gonna get it next time before lockdown, right? I know next week.
Lockdown's in like 2 days, Ali.
Fine, I'll go get myself. I'll do online ordering.
Yeah, you can get
coconut and salad.
I did get takeaway the other day. It was alright.
But it doesn't bang as much. That's the thing.
I know, but look how we're struggling for food to bang because we can't even go out and eat. Can't even go out and eat together in this car.
And the good seasoning is always gone.
You know what I mean?
Oh man. But I think double cheating we will definitely discuss. Because it ain't black and white.
And you know what? Like, we can only speak from limited experience, but I have seen a friend go through it.
Oh, damn.
And
which one? Text me.
she did a blog post for us. Fitness is a peach. Obviously, our website.
That trash man.
Ali's mouth opened wide. Yeah.
Okay, I forgot that one.
And the thing is, I think she said that he actually did see the blog post and was a bit more apologetic. But then there was still a thing that he was trying to say it wasn't cheating, that they weren't together. So you know when it gets a bit blurred lines and there's breaks, people going on breaks. My current partner, literally, like, I think I've been annoyed in the past. I'm like, I need a break. And he's just like, what do you mean a break? Like, breaks don't exist. You're either together or not. Are we together?
I actually agree. I agree because, like,
it's messy.
Break. If you're in a break, okay, cool. You're with someone else in between that break, but your break partner's upset, but you're on a break. It's messy.
Yeah.
You're actually together or you're not. No break. That's me.
My partner literally was just like, there's no such thing as a break.
It's true. It's true.
So we're either going to get through this or not.
Because if I'm on a break, therefore I can be with someone else. Oh, I can't be with someone else, then I'm not on a break, am I?
Friends taught us a lot, you know.
It did. And Ross was a dick.
Ross was a dick.
He was a dick. However, he wasn't wrong sleeping with that girl because
if
you look at breaks, a break to me is like we're not together anymore. Therefore, I can do as I please.
See, that's where I disagree.
Really?
We're on a break, but that means you haven't broken up.
But then what is the point of saying we're on a break if we're
should not talk to each other? It doesn't mean to go fall on someone anyway.
It gets messy. But first thing, it gets messy.
They didn't outline it, did they?
It's messy.
It's the fact that they argued, they went on a break, and then that same night.
Yeah.
That's the issue. The minute you felt permitted, you fell onto someone else.
It's tricky. Well, I do agree there. I do agree. But
I do declare.
No, I do declare. Yeah. But if we say we're on a break, in my head, I'm like, okay, so then we're not. For me, Albert, we're not together. But
yeah.
You can't say you. You can't.
But you know what? If you were the other person and you found out the minute you were on a break you did sleep with someone else,
I wouldn't do that though because I'm still in love with you. I would.
I'm still in love with you.
If we weren't in a break, if we weren't trashy rush. I would just take some time for myself, not to go and fuck someone else.
That's the thing, and I think and this is the thing about relationships. You come in with different expectations, different perspectives, and if things aren't spelt out, then there will always be that grey area.
That's the thing. Well, he was shit sleeping with her, but they were on a break. However, he was dick about it. He wasn't he hid it.
Yeah.
And he was like, he'd owned it and be like, okay, you should be on a break. In this time, I slept with this girl. Meant nothing, blah, blah, blah. I still want you. But he lied on top of it.
Yeah.
And Ross is problematic in general, but we'll go into that another time.
Yeah, Ross is not. You know what's funny? Like, now I rewatch. I can't watch Friends.
After these Gen Zers and BuzzFeed,
just to clarify,
I can't enjoy Friends. I'm like, yeah, but Ross was wrong. Yeah, he was a dick. Joey was wrong. Chandler was a dick.
Chandler was definitely a dick about the whole father as a
transgender.
Yeah. Well, the trans are just a bit drag. Was it trans? Yeah, it was trans. Oh yeah, because they used a female actress.
Yeah, she was a female actress.
Yeah, that was quite problematic in a lot of senses.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, obviously, people would feel a certain way if their father kind of came out as something you didn't expect them to be, and it's just it's because it's a comedy, isn't it? So it came out in a very
jokes constantly about how effeminate his dad was until the whole episode where his dad was revealed.
Yeah, that's quite bad. It's just because in a current climate you can't have these plot lines, you can't have these jokes, you can't have these characters portrayed like this.
It's true. I'm rewatching old American Dad episodes. And even then, I'm just like, oh shit, this is like, when I watched, I'm like, fucking like, this is racist. It's just sort of like, you know, there was an episode I watched called, I can't remember what the episode was called, but it had housewives cheating on their husbands, and there was one Asian housewife, so whenever she made like a quote unquote good line, like an Asian like song would play behind her, and it's just like, she was like, I wasn't sure she was Japanese or Chinese, never specified. But like, and then also like sort of like, you know, Chinese. Legit, they would do that whenever she made like a sort of a singer.
Oh no!
And when she farted, they did that same tune.
Oh my!
You could not do that nowadays. You could not do that.
Fucking hell! This is why we need Cho Changs and whatnot. You know, we need representation.
When she farted, it's like, no.
Oh, that's so.
And I was watching it again because I love American Dad, but I'm just like, I just felt uncomfortable. This isn't funny.
Yeah, because you laugh and then you say, wait, I didn't.
Yeah.
No,
what's her name? Was it Connie Chung? I can't remember what it was, but it's just like, whenever she spoke, it'd be a zing, but just put like an Asian theme to her words.
But then that's why freaking Apu from Simpsons is gone now, isn't it? Because of the accent, the stereotype.
I mean, I'm watching Simpsons has died. They just need to end Simpsons now. Because I've loved it for years, but it's just kind of gone.
The episodes are dry.
They're dry.
The old episodes are good.
I'm watching like season like 11, season 12. 20 years before the current season now I'm watching, or 20 season before, because like, it's just the new one, it's just end it and retire, take your money.
Start a new project, innit?
It's true. I mean, he had what was that show? Futurama and Enchanted.
Disenchanted or Disenchanted? Yeah, oh, that's great. That one's great.
Yeah, it's nice. Just leave it. Since this is done, you haven't got new stories. You've got 30 seasons of a show, which is amazing.
But you know what? When you can rent something and get money, and you know people are going to watch it, and there's a market, they don't stop until they are at risk of going bust, innit?
Pandemic coming, I've been American.
It's an animation. You don't
and it's Simpsons. Simpsons is immortalized. I mean, they came out before I was born, but I'm like, that's part of my childhood.
When did Simpsons come out?
It was in the 80s.
Was it?
Yeah, it was before we were born.
I thought it was 90s.
I think 1989.
Oh.
Let me check, but it was definitely 80s. Oh, 1989, I was right, yeah.
Damn.
Before we were born, it came out.
That's changed a lot.
But that's part of my childhood, even though it was a good 10 years after the camp, I can actually appreciate it.
Well, this took many turns.
Many turns, so it's been 31 years.
Oh, that's too much.
And
they should have rounded off by 30.
It's just dead now.
They've had films and all sorts.
They've had a film.
Well, once you pop, you can't stop.
Make your money and make
just like Cheaters. Do you remember the TV show Cheaters?
Well, that was messy. Because they made the accusee or the accuser look messy.
Yeah. And then they would literally like run into like a little church hall or something with the camera and that weird, was it something Joey Gecko or something stupid like that, stupid name, creepy little man.
Yeah.
And he would just be there standing there as they're like absolutely screaming at each other.
Yep, you cheated though, you cheated.
I remember watching it at uni and I got addicted because I was like, this is hilarious. Looking back, I was like, these are people.
It's messy.
But you know what, that kind of trash TV does get you. You love your trash TV.
Jerry Springer.
I never watched Jerry Springer. Just no. Anyway, cheating. We'll come back to this.
Definitely, it's not a black and white subject.
I think the culture shifted and the normalcy of it.
Normalcy.
Yeah. The normalness. The way it's so widely accepted now.
And joked about. Instagram is like makes a joke or shit relationships now. And that's kind of what irks me a bit about Instagram. It's like this isn't funny.
It's not funny and it's not good. But at the same time, people are just gonna do whatever they want to do.
It's true.
Anywho, hope everyone's keeping safe. It's not been a great lockdown.
It was a good lockdown, but
I mean, summer was like a weird little like holiday, wasn't it? And then suddenly humbled.
What it is.
There's now talks of an announcement of a second lockdown on Monday.
Fuck you, Boris.
The word of Stormzy. Fuck the government, fuck Boris.
Stormzy, good for you. Yeah, but it's been Ali.
It's been Zed. Stay tuned for more episodes of season 3 coming up with some guests. And of course, if you would like to contact us, Instagram and Twitter's at CTMC Brand.
Do it.
Do it.
Cool. But stay safe and have a good rest of 2020. Lol.
Fuck that shit. Yeah, bye.
Thank you for listening to our podcast.
Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please remember to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at CTMC Brand. We are now on all major streaming services. Thank you, and make sure to check out our other episodes.